Introducing Sonjia Pelton-Sam, the glam coach who will jumpstart your life and business success. She's an empowering force of education and coaching who gets visionaries into action. With style, class, and charisma, the glam coach brings energy and inspiration to any room as an in-demand speaker and powerhouse mentor. With her experience as an 11 times author, certified teacher, coach, talk show host, and digital product creator, she knows what it takes to monetize your products and maximize your potential to do something that matters. Launch your vision with the glam coach, Sonjia Pelton-Sam.
All right. So I'm excited to be here. My name is Sonjia Pelton-Sam, and this is Sonjia Pelton-Sam TV and podcast. So I want to help you. G, get up now. L, love yourself. A, affirm your belief. And M, it's some things that you can make happen right now in your life, career, and in your business with God by your side, honey. That is what GLAM stands for. Don't forget, if you need digital product creation, if you need a planner, a workbook, a journal, I'm your girl to come to make you a little bit of money in your business. Today, we have a special guest with us. I am so excited to interview none other than Dr. Sade Adu, honey. Everybody give it up. So, Dr. Sade, tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do.
Thank you so much for having me. I love the sound effects and all the things that are happening here today. My name is Dr. Sade Adu. I'm a digital brand strategist, and I help women entrepreneurs create high-ticket coaching programs and online courses because I believe you should teach what you know and get paid well for it. So I'm so excited to be here today.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about how you got started, Dr. Sade.
I started my business 9 years ago in the Republic of Kazakhstan. That's a story for another day, but somehow I was a teacher. I was traveling the world in my early to mid 20s, living my best life. And God said, it's time to do something else. I thought that the leap of faith was to go 5,843 miles away from everyone I knew, liked, and loved, and take a leap of faith to move to Central Asia. But the next leap of faith was leaving my job and starting a business online. I thought I wanted to empower and inspire people to live their best lives. But as many of you probably realize that you got to make money in your business. So I had to figure that out too. So through investing and mentorship and just learning how to create digital products, programs, and services, I was able to grow a multiple six-figure business.
I love that. I love that. Y'all make sure you tag, like, and share this, guys. Share it with somebody because this is going to be a hot show today. Trust me. She's going to drop us some gems. I know. I hear her all the time on social media. So I know she's going to tell us all the scoop and drop us a couple of gems. So y'all just hang on in there. So what would you say if money was no option? You just had all the money. Somebody looked at you today on this show and said, I'm just going to bless her. She can go where she want to go, do what she want to do, and just do business like she want to do it. What would that look like for you?
It would look like me saying, thank you, Jesus. God is good. Favor ain't fair. Listen, I believe people are assigned to me and they want to give me things, and I'm going to do good things with those things. And if it's financial means, I'm going to do great and amazing things with that. So it's not far-fetched for that to actually happen in my life because it happens a lot. I've shared stories where I'll dream of, I'm flying first class today, and someone will hand me a first class ticket. Or I said, I want a free office space. And I was at an event and someone said, do you want a free office space? So the words that come out of my mouth have power. So we're going to act as if this is the thing that will really happen in my life, that someone's going to give me a carte blanche and say, you can do whatever you want. And what would that look like? It would look like some of the same things that I'm doing now. One of the next parts of my vision is to help women make millions and do this by hosting events around the world. I want to help more women build platforms and share their message with people, because when they hear our stories, their lives are transformed, things shift and change, and we can make a difference in this world. And I need more people who are visible, who have a passion, who have a gift, who operate in integrity to have the means to do the good work that they do in the world. So hosting events, supporting people, and just taking what we do to the next level. One of the visions I've had in the last 7 days is about, you're supposed to be speaking at stadiums full of people. And I'm thinking about Sarah Jakes and the imagery for her upcoming conference is in a stadium. And what's available to her is absolutely available to me and beyond. So just broadening the vision. And then part of that is looking for other means to fund, getting those provision. So looking for companies and organizations that believe in supporting women supporting each other, believe in helping women share their messages, believe in helping women grow their businesses, to fund some of these endeavors that I have in my mind. And I'm just excited about that. So I would continue to do the things that I'm already doing, but we would massively amplify the vision. Because if you have, millions and millions to do good work, there's people that I would hire, more full-time employees, so that we can really support other people, providing jobs for people so that we can do more in the world. They say we have the same hours as Beyonce in a day, or the same hours as Oprah. That's not exactly true. They have teams and divisions in multiple companies upon companies to grow their vision daily. And that's what would happen next if we had unlimited funds to do that. So I'm excited about that vision. I don't see it as being just an imaginary thing that's not tangible for me. I feel like that's something that will absolutely happen in the future, that somebody's going to give me a check and they're going to be like, do the things your heart desires and make this world a better place.
I love that. I love that. I'm telling you, it's nothing like talking to a visionary, because I'm a visionary too. So it's nothing like talking to another visionary, right? So people, to shift your mind into a place to know that it can happen, it will happen, it's gonna happen, right? So do you actually sit down and, like I have, if you looked on this wall over here, I have a vision board. I call it a project management board, but I do have a vision board, right? I have something visual of how I want my days to run, of what I want to be doing, where I want to be. Do you have anything like that too?
So my background's in education. So there's always a Post-it note. I got a whiteboard over here, one downstairs. I got the big Post-it boards. Let me see if I can do this without messing up our setup. Right here, notes on it right here. So I always need to have something that I can write with close in proximity, because visions can come to you at any given time. Even a phone, I need to have something that I can write things down with. And for me, the vision is always expanding. There's some constant things that I'll put on my board about different parts of my life. And then there's some things that are consistently just expanding. And right. I call this month, we're shooting this in August, Ambitious August. So I need to have I was supposed to write it yesterday, but I'm going to try to work on it today. My Ambitious August list of all the things that I said I was going to do that, didn't get done. So we're writing these things down and setting our intentions to make them happen. Because it's Ambitious August. Why not? Let's go. We have some more year left in this year, months left. Let's make this a phenomenal year. And I'm just excited about that. So we're slowing down a little bit. I put it in quotation marks. We're slowing down so that I can get a new divine download of what needs to happen in my life next.
I love that. I love that, y'all. A girl with a plan. I'm going to do a shameless plug. This is what she was talking about, my little black planner. This is coming up the end of the month. Y'all gonna have to check it out and get your freebie. Go get your freebie on my website. So for the Little Black Planner planning party, because you have to plan or you plan to fail. Another thing is plan shift. Talk about a time maybe in your life where you had this big thing and you had to shift your plans around, or you had to do something different, or you had to pivot.
Let's talk about recently. I mean, I had an event in the last on Saturday, and plans needed to shift. So one of the things I've been saying in this season is we are committed to the goal, but not necessarily how we reach that goal. Right. So many people feel like it has to look a certain way, has to be this way. I'm committed to millions. I'm committed to helping millions of women. I'm committed to elevating and building a platform. But the vehicle and tools that I use to get there are flexible and shiftable. Like you said, if somebody wants to write me a $10 million check tomorrow, we're going to make some shifts to accommodate that $10 million check so that I can do the work that I need to do in the world. I may have thought I was going to make $10 million in a different way. Right. But if somebody wants to happily write me a check, I am happy to take it and do good things. So going back to just having that vision and making that plan and being clear. And then sometimes things are going to mess up. So we had an event this weekend. A couple of our speakers, when we were initially planning the event, could not make it. My makeup artist could not make it. She had a death in the family. Certain things happened while I was in the midst of this event. And then also while the event is happening, because I like to be in two, for me as an educator, sometimes my plans, especially when it comes to live events and working with people, I am not committed to how I think something should be. Sometimes in real time, we have to pivot in real time. Mm-hmm. And as an educator, if a student didn't understand something, or I saw my class was really engaged in a particular piece, we may need to spend some time specifically working on that particular piece or element. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we got to just take the time to do it. That might not have been on my itinerary, right, but allowing things to shift and allowing people to have the space to process what's happening and it being okay. So even at my event, there were some things that I had planned for. We had a schedule, and then I decided to go off the schedule and be okay with that. So I know a lot of the planners are people who are very particular about how they want things. Be okay with the plan shifting. The plan is the guideline. Okay. I accept that there will be modifications to your plan. I did not plan to live in Kazakhstan. I thought I was going to be a teacher in Irvington, New Jersey, and be a teacher at my middle school. That never happened. I thought I was going to be doing, married with children by now. That has not happened yet. I still believe that will happen. The way that I thought my life would be is entirely different, drastically different than the reality. So give yourself permission and space for the plan that you have to have some twists, turns, and pivots.
I love that, because I think we just saw it a few years ago with COVID. Like, we saw people, they hadn't got up to date, and they had to get up to date really fast. So whether you were a school teacher and you're going to have to be teaching online and you had no skills to do it, whether you worked in a drugstore, a grocery store, like, everything changed. The way you got food, right? It all changed. Even people we saw like on TV. Like, we used to seeing news reporters a certain way, like they had to go live from home. So we saw things change overnight, drastically. Like, the world changed, not just our change. The world can shift in a day, right? Now, I even went through a hurricane in Houston, and the world shifted in a day. Everything was destroyed in a day. So you have to be able to be fluid. You have to be able to be moldable, to expand and to grow. And that's one thing I do see Dr. Sade doing, right? She stays new. She stays current with what she's giving to her clients, right? What she's putting out here with her God-given talent. She's staying true to it, but she's able to shift it. So I think that is so amazing. And I applaud you for that, Dr. Sade. What do you attribute to your growth?
God. Having faith. Okay. Business is a faith walk. I did not want to be an entrepreneur. I'm being obedient to a calling on my life to transform and inspire other people's lives. I was happy being a teacher. I still call myself an educator. I light up going into the classroom and speaking to fellow educators. But God had just a different life for me. And I had to just be, at first I was running away from it. Let's be clear. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Why I got to do this? Get somebody else to do it. And then I had to realize that there was more. And then faith, and I would say family, having a very strong and dependable family unit. My mother is the bomb.com. I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff I would do without her. My father had a very strong work ethic. He was always working 5, 6, 11 different jobs. My father's is an immigrant. He's from Ghana, West Africa. So that side of the family is always working. My sisters, my siblings, nieces and nephews and cousins. We just have a really phenomenal and strong family unit. And it definitely takes a village. Having faith, family, and then friends and community and mentors. Yeah. Mentorship really stretched me, because there's some things that my family didn't understand. There's some things that I needed expertise, and I needed to be around people who dream big. So when I'm talking about, getting a $10 million check, there's people I know who have $10 million plus businesses where, my little problems in business, that's baby problems for them.
Right.
So being around people who consistently have expansive vision and that your vision is regular, it's pretty basic. You're like, okay, because this is a new playing field and a new level. And I'm ambitious, I'm an overachiever. So I like being in spaces where I see people's visions come to fruition because it inspires me. So I would encourage you, like if you want to grow, you have to go to places and spaces that inspire you. One thing that I learned from one of my mentors growing up, I used to always wonder, she would every month or so, she would do like a hotel night and she would stay at a hotel. And I'm like, why are you going to a hotel? You got a house. Like, why you always go to these hotels? She's like, it's my self-care. It's something I enjoy doing. And then I became her age. And this is, I was just at a hotel yesterday and I'll be some places next week. And it's just about my self-care. And part of it is also inspiring. So one of the things that one of my other mentors encouraged me to do is like, do things that encourage luxury in your life. And I've been encouraging my clients to do this as well. So have some elements of luxury, whatever your budget is. So sometimes for me, it's staying at a 4-star, 5-star hotel. And I called for room service, ordering room service and listening to how they took room service. So I ordered dinner and then I ordered breakfast and the same person was on the phone. And he said, I remembered you from yesterday. You don't have any allergies. Because he asked me the day before, did I have any allergies, food allergies? And I said, no. He said, I can recall from yesterday's conversation, you don't have any allergies. Like little things like that. If you don't have those luxury experiences, you won't even pay attention to that element of how they serve, how they support. Like they have doorbells on those types of hotels. They don't just knock on the door, they ring the doorbell. And just paying attention to how we can improve our customer service and how can we go the extra mile for our clients. But if you don't see higher level service, you won't even know those things are even available to you. So growth requires you to see something new. And also, if you're going through a growth phase, this is another nugget or another indication that it's time to grow. You are uncomfortable or stagnant or frustrated or agitated at the current level you live in. Uh-oh. We froze a little bit. Okay, I think we're back. You're frustrated. Microphone check. Okay, we're back. So you're frustrated, you're aggravated, you're fed up. Before the prerequisite to transformation is agitation. So if you're feeling that uncomfortableness, you're feeling that you're frustrated, that the things that were originally okay with you are no longer okay. And something is off and not right. We actually saw this in the Barbie movie. I'm not going to give the spoiler alerts, but the prerequisite to her transformation or going on a journey was something was not quite right. The magic was wearing off. She was having new ideas, and something was wrong. She's like, something is not right.
Yeah,
my normal is not normaling anymore. So that's the prerequisite. A lot of us get frustrated and we try to just ignore it, but that's the sign that your body, that your intuition, that God is giving you to do something new, that it's time for you to go on a growth journey. Now, it's not fun. Okay. The messy middle is messy. My friend calls it the majestic middle. I said, don't rebrand this. This is nothing majestic about it. It's messy. But the breakthrough on the other end of it is so powerful. We got to stretch in order to grow.
I love that. We're going to go back to something you were talking about, which was customer service. Especially since we're talking about career, we're talking about business, we're talking about life. In life, we hate bad customer service, just as the individual that is the client, right? Or on the receiving end of getting the service. But I think today we just live in this world where customer service after COVID has gotten really bad, right? And I'm like, I don't know what to do because it's like customer service. So what would you tell somebody about giving that experience and that customer service? I'm going to go back to like Louis Vuitton. I went to Louis Vuitton store and that's when I realized I saw them come out, any bags that had like the brown handles that could get the oily stains out. So they gloved up to even take them out to show. Like that's a different level of customer service. You get what I'm saying? They give you some water, they're gonna take that top off before they hand it to you the right way. That's a different level of customer service. And so what would you tell growing entrepreneurs, even older entrepreneurs that just got stagnant and used to doing things a certain way? What would you tell them about leveling up with customer service?
In the digital space is super important. We are experiencing like scam schemes, and people who operate out of integrity is at an all-time high. So people are more skeptical about making decisions, buying decisions with new businesses and companies and brands. So we need to be over communicative when it comes to what we do, especially digitally. You know, some people I see, instead of sending out one email, we need to send out like 3 to confirm you got your receipt, link, all the information that you're supposed to have, because people are just so nervous and skeptical. So, and they're ready to say something wrong. The second piece is making sure that we have a protocol to respond back to people and how we respond. So I love to use the example of Chick-fil-A. Whatever training customer service Chick-fil-A is doing, they got that SOP down pat. So, and also Disney has an SOP for customer service and things like that. Like they don't pick up trash, they just hide. Like there's certain things that you cannot do at Disney because of the experience that they are creating, the brand experience. So look at brands. Some of us just look at them from as the consumer. We need to put our marketing hat on. What are some of the brands that we enjoy and what are they actually doing to pay attention to us? The service that you're going to get at a Chick-fil-A is entirely different than the service you expect to get at McDonald's. You don't have any expectation. You're like, man, it's just, I just want a Big Mac, I'm out. But at Chick-fil-A, I have an expectation. I'm going to be greeted. I'm going to be, hello, ma'am. It's my pleasure to serve you. And I'm going to feel extra special. And if they mess up on my food, I know they're going to give me something extra special because they messed up. So the service and the expectation is higher. And even at some of these high quality brands, we just have an expectation that's going to be entirely different. So for people who are having challenges with customer service, there are some great people who do customer service trainings. Have a standard operating procedure for your customer service. Be over communicative about customer service and customer information. And if you mess up, say it. If you mess up,
say it.
Admit it. Transparency and vulnerability are very important. I don't pretend to get everything right. And I say, listen, we messed up. We did this. It was an epic fail. And just having communication with your target market really makes a difference. Everyone will not forgive you. Everyone will still, not be a part of your brand, but part of your marketing and brand strategy and crisis management strategy is to be transparent.
That's true.
We messed this up. We didn't do a good job. How can we fix this? And I'm happy to support you with that. We can do a better job the next time. And then also, you can't always, Burger King says, have it your way. Your clients and customers can't always have it their way.
Right.
So being clear about how you can solve their problems and also setting some boundaries. So there's some things in this season, my time is very limited and I have to do a better job at setting boundaries. So like, when people want to talk to me outside of, we have like some private clients that have, we are hosting events almost every weekend. We have an event where we're supporting this weekend. We have virtual events that we're supporting almost until I would say November. There's probably like 2 or 3 weeks from now until November that we don't have an event or we're not going to one. So my event clients, or if I'm hosting an event, that's my priority. I'm full in. I'm all the way in. So certain things have to go through a protocol. We have a team. So sending emails, making sure we have proof and evidence of what people are asking us and making sure we're following up with those things. All of those things are really important to me because I want to make sure that we're adequately communicating properly with people. And then some people might communicate outside of those channels and they won't get a fast response. So I'm always like, well, please communicate with me via email or please communicate with me in this way so that I can make sure that we serve you in the highest way that we possibly can.
I love that. And that's something important is knowing which way people communicate. Because some people DM communicate, some people email communicate. I mean, different people have different ways of communicating. We see it with our bills. Do you want us to do this digital? Do you still want the letter, the follow-up letter?
Come in the mail.
Need it in the mail. So we need to know, like, how do we communicate with our clients? And clients need to know, how do we communicate with this business? I know I had a run-in not too long ago, and it's like a big name business, but I'm not going to call it out. But I ordered something that I really wanted bad because everybody was showing it. And then they got the wrong thing. They gave me the wrong thing. I think it's because they were really out of the other thing in the black. And I was just disappointed. But then customer service would not allow me like to get through to do, like, I'm like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be the biggest thing ever. And I cannot get through to customer service. And it's not what I ordered. So I don't just love it because it's nice, but it's not the one I wanted. And I was gonna order like 3 other things from them. Like I was like wanting the whole set. I just wanted to see the quality of the first thing. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. And then it was like, but it happens. But you're right, the customer service, the follow-up has to be there, like to see, because that was a big purchase. Like the price tag was big. So yeah, that is definitely it. So we're getting ready to have some fun, guys, and go into a fun topic. We're gonna talk about celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush.
So what is celebrity crush, guys? So what celebrity crush is like, if you, I'm not gonna say could be a celebrity, but you can have that celebrity's type of business, that celebrity's type of lifestyle. Like it could be somebody like in your arena, kind of sort of, that's doing it bigger than you, right? And you say, oh, if I could do something, it would be similar. I would kind of model, or that person would be my mentor or something like that, and help me launch this thing to the next level. Who would that? Like, I won't be Oprah, y'all. I want to be with Oprah and just let her just.
Who would it be? So I have one person in mind. Her name is, what is her real name? I don't know.
It happens. I know.
Ms. Skittles. Miss Skittles owns.
I know who you're talking about. That's how you have to say.
Her real name is Mary. Let me see if I can find.
You said Miss Skittles. You said enough, because I think we know who you're talking about.
Miss Skittles. I love Skittles. I love the name. It's easy to remember because it's like the candy. I love her branding. I love her marketing. I just love this lady. I got a chance to go to the bakery in Atlanta, her co-working space. It's like, I don't know, 40,000 square feet. I don't know how big it is. It's huge. It's just a beautiful place. It's pink. It's colorful. It's playful. It's fun.
You said that's in Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta. I saw her working there. Her team reached out to me to do a training there. And I've done some stuff virtually for her membership. And I just love her vision and what she's been able to do. I think she also does some brand management. She does brand design. She has a branding agency. And I just love what she has been able to do. And she's killing it. So I love how she's incorporating social media marketing, brand strategy, real estate, and being just a full out creative, and what it looks like when you have a budget. So I love that. A bigger budget. I also love what Cassandra Smith is doing at Blanks Galore for the crafters and the creatives. Like, she really blew up her business during the pandemic, and she's based in Atlanta as well. And Cassandra Smith has like her gang of sublimation. I was like, what is sublimation? Like, it's just so phenomenal to watch Black women build these brands and fan bases and audiences. So like Skittles has Girl Mob, and Cassandra has her Blanks Galore tribe. I think it's like the Wolf Pack or something like that. So I love what they're doing. I love what Shanteria Early is doing with Travel Divas. I love travel. And I mean, just building a multi-million-dollar company around travel. And I just love what they're doing. Some bigger businesses. Now, would I want to be Beyonce and Oprah? They got a lot of problems. I don't want to deal with that. Hyper famous. Like, I want to be rich and be famous, but not that famous like Beyonce, where I can't go outside. I can't go to the local Target because I need Julius the bouncer with me. I want to be able to still have some flexibility and live my life. So I don't know if I want to be that famous. Who, I don't want anybody else's life because I don't want their burdens. I know my burdens is already a lot. But I love Courtney Iodell of what is it? The Main Choice. That was a brand that she sold. I love some of the things that she's doing. I love Yandy Smith. I just like I just like how she operates in the world. So there's some people I think are really cool. I even like some of the stuff that Candy Burrs. Candy knows that girl know how to make money.
She does.
I admire how they just operate, and just I want to learn more about their businesses and how they just navigate the world with family and children and extended family and multiple business models. So those people I really admire. I'm trying to think anybody else I'd be like, oh, I want to be like them. I told my friend Kemoy Martin, who travels the world, I was like, I want to be like you. It's just like it's carefree. He just gets on a plane, travels, creates amazing content. I'm like, I just need your life for a couple of days. Then I can come back to my life. But ultimately, I want to create a life for me that doesn't have me envious of everybody else's life. Yeah. But, I would like to be a fly on the wall for Tyler Perry, Oprah, Beyonce, and Michelle Obama. I don't necessarily want to be them, but I would love to just see how they navigate and operate in the world, because it's like there's things that we can't even fathom. Yeah. We don't have the capacity yet to even understand some of the things that they see on a daily that's normal and regular for them. And I would love to see some of those things. So actively putting me in spaces of ultra wealthy and high net worth people will allow me to see things that I didn't even know were available to me. So I'm excited about that.
And see, me, I'd give up a little of that comfort and everything like that in order to put other people on. I just think Oprah is so amazing at being able to put other people on. Like back in the day, she'd bring somebody on with a book, or she'd bring somebody on with something that she got at a little boutique, and they just blow up. And so that ability to have something that God gave me to actually help other people blow up, I give up some of that time and being able to go somewhere and having a bodyguard in order to help other people blow up, or glow up, or glam up. But yes, I definitely would do that. So tell our viewers what's next for you.
What is next? So hosting events. Well, we're in August, we're in the summer. So taking a little bit of time off, because part of rejuvenation and getting clear about what is really next for me is rest. Mm-hmm. We have been nonstop. July is my birthday month. We had multiple live events. We did a lot of virtual intensives. We were coming off of the April, May, June event season. And we were doing a lot. So this month is really a reflective month for me, ambitious August. And it's a time for me to get clear about what God has for me next. When I was planning usually we plan in December, we plan for the whole year. And by the time I got to like after May, June, my vision got very fuzzy and cloudy. And I literally could not see what I was supposed to do next. And I'm a visionary, and that's a problem for visionaries. Yes. So part of what I must do right now is to slow down so that the new divine download can come. And I know there's a new vision. I was during April and Lent and before Easter, I was just like, God, I need a new vision. What's going on? What's this new vision? And a part of that new vision is helping people make millions. And I was like, I haven't made millions yet with an S. I need to, I guess we're going to figure this out as we go. And I know that's the next level for me, millions, and how that looks, speaking to millions, teaching millions, making it. I know that that's the next assignment. So now it's time to get the clarity on the vehicle to get there. And I think I have a little bit of clarity about that. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this new transition and what it's going to look like, and making some space in my life and in my business to do some of these things that we're about to do. I'm excited about it overall.
I love it. I love it. We're getting ready to close in just a minute, guys. But I want her to give you like one tip to help you grow your business.
One tip to help you grow your business. I was with a lot of people this past week. Be consistent. Like, what did they say? Like somebody was like, consistency can beat talent. There are people who are way more talented than me, smarter than me, flyer than me. They know how to do all the things better than me.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're not is consistent. I'm going to show up anyway.
Yep.
Perfectly. I'm going to show up. So my track record speaks volumes for me, even when sometimes I'm not available to always speak or be in a room. So your consistency, you got to flex that consistency muscle. Get your muscles out. Let's say, pretend this is a muscle. Is it a muscle? And you got to flex that consistency muscle. People think that it's supposed to happen overnight because you heard such and such made millions, made six figures in 5 days or 5 minutes. You have to be consistent.
Yes.
You got to show up the days you don't want to show up. You got to do the things that you don't want to do. You got to go to places, network with people. Like it is work.
Yes.
And then you can have the benefits, you can have the fun as well, because it can be a both and, but there's work involved. You got to do the work. So that's my encouragement to everybody. Do the work, make it happen, and just go after your goals and dreams. Like people are depending on you to have your next level of success.
I love it. I love it. Y'all tell us what city you're from. And she's getting ready to tell the viewers how you can work with her, what she has to offer and things like that. Yes, Sade, tell us.
Yes. So you can stay connected with me on all social media platforms at Hey Dr. Shade. And then, I'm glad the link is there. Workwithshade.com. It's a free case study. And we can chat about how we can support you. If you are a woman entrepreneur who wants to create online courses and digital programs and products, we are happy to support you. I just really believe that now is the time to build a powerful brand, build your platform, and get your message out to the masses. We are just super pumped and excited to support you. And we would love to have you. We would love to speak to you. And let me know that you connected with me here as well. That's very important to me as well. So we would love to connect with you.
All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching the Sonjia Pelton-Sam Show, TV and podcast. Yay! So as we come to an end, I just want to remind you guys, if you want to work with me in any sort of way, if you say, hey, Glam Coach, I want to glam up my business and I need a business coach. If you need a workbook, if you need a planner, if you need a journal, I'm your girl to come through and customize that so you can set it and make you some. That's right.
I need that. I need that in my life. I need that.
The extra income in your business below. You'll see theglamcoach.com. If you go there to theglamcoach.com, I got a freebie for y'all. This board right here is going to change your life. We're going to have a My Little Black Planet party. Look behind me. You're going to see balloons. If you missed the planet party, you say, oh, Glam Coach, I missed it. Don't worry about it. Because guess what? I'm going to give you the replay for absolutely free. We have a Facebook community where you can just go in, network, and have a whole lot of fun. Y'all see these earrings? I'm a little bit of fun in these balloons. So go up and do that, guys. And I have an Apple app for you. It's called Launch Your Vision. Like you launch it to the next level. Launch Your Vision, 21 days to change your life. And you can still go in there and you'll be able to find that freebie, a link for that freebie there too. I want y'all to have a great, amazing life. Signing off. See you guys later. Bye-bye.